how can a guy sell 80 homes in a year? How do you sell 80 homes in a year? Because you believe everybody that walking in the door is there to what?
Buy.
That's it. That's the whole thing. It's not that he's the greatest closer in the world. It's not that he's the greatest follow-upper in the world. What he is he has a great mindset that said, if they're walking in my door, they're here to what? Buy. Now, that's got to be your mindset. Okay. Then you do have to have that sales presentation with the next step. But then if they're not going to buy on that first visit, you have to have a follow-up strategy that brings the people to a what? To a conclusion. Okay? You've got to do this. Now, you've heard this. Somebody said die before. I really hate it when I hear this. How many of you have ever heard this? Watch this. Follow up till they buy or they what?
Die.
Don't kill people. Okay? We don't want to follow up till they buy or they die. Okay? You're going to hear change this. Follow up till they buy from you or someone else. But you follow up until they finally what? Buy. Here, I'll give you a little hint before we get in the presentation. How long is a buyer in the market today? Answer, 10 weeks. Ha! Way to go. 10 weeks. 10 weeks. 10 weeks. That's how long we get them, period. End of conversation. No more, no less. It's a fast process, baby. They're in, they're out. Now, here's the question you have to ask yourself when you're with them. I wonder if this is week 1 or week 9. No, seriously, man, that's what we do. We get them. Now, and then the last step, which I'm not going to really talk about, moot point for today because I'm not here to talk to you about service. But the final step would be your service. Now, I have something down there at the bottom with this. Jason said something about don't follow up. Obviously, I believe you should what? Follow up. Now, watch this. Don't take things literally. Does that make sense? We never take things literally. Watch this. I want you to close on what visit? First. Okay, but if you don't close on the first visit, then I do need you to do what? To follow up. Does that make sense? Okay, we're all tying into this together because we all have the same beliefs. We just have different ways that we're tying into the same beliefs. Say yes. All right, now, here's a belief system. Watch this. I don't like the term closing the sale. If you go to Amazon, and I'm not here about selling a book, don't misunderstand what I'm about to do. I have a book on Amazon. It's called Closing Strong. I wrote that book in 1996, and I don't tell you to impress you. I tell you this to impress upon you. That book sold 23,000 copies in one single day. You have no idea how many books that is, how much money it was. God, it was a great year. But at any rate, that book sold 23,000 copies in a day, and it was about close. But the one thing that I don't like, even though I've got a book called Closing Strong, I hate the word close. I think it just doesn't work for me. What's this better word? Complete. You don't close a sale, you complete the sales process.